Hello, my name is Osvaldo Torres, and today I will be discussing the differences between the South and the North. Okay, so right now we'll start with the economic differences. As you can see, I have a picture on the right, and it involves farming with cotton. As you can see, as you can know, cotton was very popular in the South. The South relied heavily on cash crops, and that's why slavery was very profitable. Most immigrants did not go to the South because they liked what they liked, weren't attracted to the life in large farms. The North, on the other hand, was industrialized and depended on cheap labor from all the immigrants that were attracted by the city life. That's why it had no need for slavery, and it had a big population of German and Irish immigrants. The military differences. The military differences. The North had a far more industrialized society, their military was well outfitted, and they had an easy access to the supplies they needed due to the fact that they had well-built roads and good road systems. The South had limited supplies, and they were not ready to fight a war. They were not ready because they had very little industrialized power. The reason that why the North had more industrialized power than the South was because the North was more focused on their on anything, because they didn't have slaves, they didn't have farming to worry about. But the South did. The South had slaves and farming. So what they had to worry about was the land and stuff like that, and slaves. Okay, so the reasons for fighting the Civil War, that's where that came in. North versus the South. The reason they fought was because the North they wanted slavery out, because the North, as you can see, is said that slavery is bad, and the South said slavery is good. Let's take it out. Let's take this outside. Okay, so this is basically what the North thought. The North wanted to preserve the Union, and they wanted to. Oh, sorry, my bad. And they wanted to get rid of slavery because they saw that it was an evil. The South sought to preserve slavery because they saw that they had to keep the rights and their ancestors fought for. Okay, so the difference in slavery. As you can see, the South depended on the slaves due to the economic system. They saw that by fighting and preserve slavery was their duty and their right. The North viewed slavery as an evil that had to be completely destroyed. They did not see colored people as equals, but they saw it as their duty to unify American land and make slavery banned. Okay, so the differences in government. The North did not change much during the Civil War, but they did ban slavery in states that did not have slaves owners who sided with the Union. The South allowed slavery, but they made an international slave trade illegal in the states. They also banned any laws that might make slavery illegal